Hello guys, today we have APC, American Power Conversion backup UPS. It says here back UPS, but we know it's for backup. 400 watts, which actually translates to less than that. It's about 300 watts. So that should be okay for under 300 watts consumption for about an hour or so. And this one has a dead battery. Now it's charging, and it's got, just a second, it says here black and red. Black meaning minus, red meaning plus. 1307. Let me try and stab that in. And when I unplug it, goes to 1225. And it's off. It isn't powered on. Let's power it on. Makes a lot of noise. 1208. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so you saw that it's gone down to 10 point something volts. And now it's going up. It's going up without being plugged in. Because that's the rebound. Any battery, when it doesn't have a consumer, goes back a little bit to the voltage that it was at. So you can see it's going up little by little, but it's not going to 13 volts. And again, if I power it on, it goes to 12 volts. And if I plug something in, it will die almost instantly. So I've got this flavor of cells, 18650, 2500 milliamps, 2.5 amps, meaning. And I'm gonna, these are from another battery, from two batteries actually, because these are from another battery, these four. They have the same voltage and the same wattage. So I'm gonna pair them together. I'm gonna add a cell to each of these two. And then we're gonna add a BMS and mount it to this thingy. So we're gonna have, instead of this 7.5 amp hours or 7 amp hours, it says 9 amp hours. Nah, that's not a 9 amp hours battery. We're gonna have 7.5 amp hours, and we're gonna be able to use all those amps. Gel batteries or lead acid batteries don't use all the capacity it says on the battery. If it says 9 amp hours, it's actually 4.5 amp hours. You can only use half the amperage it says it has. Lithium-ion batteries have the exact capacity that it's written on them. If it says 2.5, that's the amperage you're going to get out of them. You're going to be able to use all that amperage. So 7.5 amp hours will be almost double as what this battery has. And it's dead anyway. It's been sitting in my shed for about a year or more. So hopefully all goes well. I'm going to repurpose one of these, or just a sec. Oh no, I'm gonna repurpose one of, I'm gonna get this off these cells, because these are dead. I don't know if I can revive them, and I don't want to revive them. And I'm gonna just take the BMS. It's a 40 amp BMS 3S 40 amp, and we're gonna do some testing. We're gonna see if it works. Okay, let's start putting this thing together. Let's add cells. So all of them have about 401. I'm gonna add these. This one is 397, so I'm not gonna add it. This one is 4 amps, and this one is 4 amps. So I'm gonna put those in series. Actually, these will be in parallel, 3 by 3 will be in parallel, and then in series. Hopefully I make sense in what I'm talking about. It's gonna be, just a second. kind of like this, but maybe I'm gonna put that on top. So, well, I don't know. Maybe they'll fit. I don't really need this because this is a lot smaller. So I think that any way or shape I will make it, I'll have to make a new bracket. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Although, if I want to add cells later, it will be better if I make them like so, and then I'll just go up and on top of these with another row. I don't know how this will work because you know, these charge up to 14.5 volts, and the lithium ion I can only go up to 12.6 volts, and hopefully it's gonna be okay. I don't know how that will work. We're gonna have to make some tests. We're gonna just bear with me. I've added a power outlet, a 220 volt power outlet to here, so I won't be able to remove completely the casing, but I'm gonna be able to remove this wire, the power cord, and we're gonna set it aside for a moment. So, just a moment. I'm gonna remove this as much as I can, like so. What is this? This is from the spot welder. Just a moment. Don't need it. I've only got 2 screws to undo in order to sorry for that. In order to remove the battery. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I put this like so, can you see? There's 2 screws there. Normally I should get a longer screwdriver, but I haven't got one. Let's try it like that. I do have a longer screwdriver, but it's a straight one. It's not a Phillips head. And besides, this will work just fine. You can see that the load resistor is also detained underneath this little holder. Right. So now, all I need to do, I think, is remove the battery. Removing the battery is, I don't know, easier said than done. So, negative is off, positive is off. Let's see, do we have screws underneath? Nope. The screws are probably, yeah, they're under the main transformer. So that means that I should be able to just pry on the support that we just undone and push on the battery, or pull on the battery in our case, and it should come out without any problems or drama, although it seems that I'm kind of struggling. I'm gonna just bend them a little bit, bend the support. The wires are in my way. As you can see, they're pretty bulky. Sure. Yeah. Oh, come on. Let me see if keeping it straight would be easier to remove. Come on, come on. I'll try and pry a little. Okay. Come on, come on. You know what? Let's loosen these. When I say loosen, means actually take them out and hope that the holder will come out after that. I know I only need to loosen them, but I'm gonna remove them entirely. Well, look at that. Kind of come out with the support, with the holder. Just a sec. Nice. Okay. That's progress. Perfect. That's heavy. The battery and the whole assembly. It's heavy. The battery is about 2 kilos, maybe. I can't pull that up because of the transformer, which I believe is more than 2 kilos. Before I do anything else, I wanna secure this protection, this glass fiber protection, this one, which will protect these wires, which are the output for the 220 volts going to the outlet, because it kind of wobbles. Okay. Hopefully, I'm gonna show you what I did a little bit, just a little bit. So I secured it to the transformer. That's just for now, because I don't need it to be like that. This on its own would have done the job great, because this is a fixed point thingy. For testing purposes, 7.5 amps should be enough. So I'm gonna put some of these between the center cells, the middle cells. I can find the nice. That keeps them away from each other. Bigger battery. 1208. That's nice. Just ensure that everything stays together. Okay. The plus, I will just do that to it because I don't need it any other way. There's one wire, so one little wire that doesn't stay on. Okay. We'll let it cool off just a second and try to move it. No, now it's on there. Nice. Okay, so this is the plus. I'm gonna remove some of it. I'm gonna peel it back just a little. Mhm. Let's see if it will power on. Ew, just made that sound. Why? Does it pull a lot of amperage? Let's measure something. Let's see the voltage drop. I'll go to 20 volts DC. Come on. And let's put black to black and red to red. 8.2. What? 8.4 is going up. Why? Look at this. Come on, dude. Why? Does it pull a lot of amperage? Wow. It pulls more than 40 amps? That's what the BMS can handle. Just a second. Let's put back the power. The 220 volt. Let's see. Does it maybe for a split second go down to whatever voltage? Whoa. What was that? What the freak was that? $12.08. I can hear some crackling and stuff. Dude, something's not right. So 12:08, 07 actually. Something's probably heating up. I don't think so, but 12 volt. Let me see. If I plug in my yeah, it's working. 1136. Well, that pulls a lot of power, but it's working. 1186. Hey, we might be onto something. 1132, 1184, and it's gonna go up to. Just a second. Let's plug this in again. It's not buzzing anymore. 1190 something. Is it charging? Dude, come on, little camera. $11.98. Yeah, it's charging. But the thing is that I saw something lighting up on the BMS board. Nothing seems to be hot. I don't know. What was it? 12 something. Okay, so now it shouldn't. 1202. So my soldering iron is running directly off of the grid. We're gonna let this charge up to 12.6 volts, 0.78 volts, and we'll see if that stops. If it doesn't, the BMS is burnt. Hopefully, the BMS is burnt, because I have BMSs. What I don't have is UPSs. Well, the wiring is correctly put down, so guys, so we are at 12.11 volts, and we have 3 little I don't know how they're called. You can adjusters, voltage adjusters here. I don't know which one limits the voltage and the current. I'm gonna try which one of them. Okay, so when it gets to 12 point, actually, I'm gonna start mangling it already. Does it go backwards? No, no, almost. Okay. Okay, I'll let it be what it was. Okay, I'm gonna wait for it to go to 12.6 volts. If it goes to that, it's on right now. It is now off. 12.1. Does it really charge? Now it's on, and okay, let's plug it out. 1204 seems to be working. Does that cut off the sound? Would be nice. Oh, dude. Stop. Doesn't do anything. Shut up. Shut up. Does it now work? No. Not working anymore. Yeah, Sophie's very... So... What is that? Da, Sophie. Yeah, Sophie. Yeah. It's... I know it's burning your ears. I know, honey. I don't know what each of these do. Yes. Go away. Sophie, go away. I'm still trying to understand why it doesn't work, although it has 12 volts. It doesn't, seems to not work. I'm pretty sure it's something about these three semi potentiometers, let's say. But that's, I don't know. I don't know what either of these do. Come on. Hey. This is something. So this one is working out the voltage that it comes on at when the battery has a certain voltage. I'm sorry. So, that's interesting. Well, we gotta. I'm afraid to play with these because they might burn something up. I'm pretty certain one of them is responsible with how much voltage or to what voltage that will charge up. Still going strong, 1264. That's not good for the battery. I want to see if it goes upper towards I don't know 12.7. I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop the charging. Gotta find a way to limit the voltage that goes into the battery. Hopefully the BMS will do its job. So still charging. When I measured each row of cells, I got 419, 420 and 418 volts. Hopefully it won't go any higher than this.